He's gonna make me look like a liar.
But you know you're not.
Yeah, but I don't know whether I can face it, Michelle. I don't know whether I can sit there and listen to him.
Hey, Michelle. Hey.
Hey.
We're just off to court.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna come with you.
What about Leanne?
She's gone.
Yeah, I'll see you downstairs.
What do you mean she's gone?
We've split up.
Oh, my God, Peter, are you okay?
Yeah.
So does this mean...
This means that I'm here for you. So let's just get today out of the way, and then we'll have a talk about it all later.
It's better.
Look, if things don't go my way today...
Don't be silly. For once, Sally's right. You're talking nonsense.
If it doesn't go my way, I just want to say thank you.
Hey, that was a rotten trick you pulled, wasn't it, Frank?
Peter, what, for exposing your sordid affair?
Come on, Sally, let's not get into this.
At least the jury know you're both liars.
Ignore it.
Please don't sit together. You'll be helping the prosecution if you do.
What?
What a nightmare. Michelle's still parking the car.
If you could read from the card.
I do solemnly, sincerely and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
In what capacity did you first meet Carla Connor?
We met at a trade fair in August 2010.
And she was keen to do business with you?
Yes, she wanted to secure a contract from my company.
Were you aware that her factory Underworld was in financial difficulties at the time?
No, but I discovered this later on.
So the contract was important to her?
She needed it to stay afloat.
And where did you discuss this contract?
Usually after work, in the pub, over dinner.
Not in the office?
No. No, Carla likes the, personal touch.
Is it true at that time you'd expressed an interest in Maria Connor?
Yes, I told Carla I was attracted to her.
So when Maria Connor arrived at your house on March the 3rd, wearing, by her own admission, a short, low-cut dress, is it fair to say Carla Connor, her boss, was using her as sexual bait to make you sign the contract?
Your Honor, that is a blatant leading question.
I'm sorry, I withdraw it. Can you describe what took place that evening?
We discussed the contract, and Maria flirted with me throughout. I thought she was coming on to me. I tried to kiss her. She told me to stop it. I did. I realized I'd misread the signals, and I apologized.
She then reported an attempted rape.
Yes.
And yet Carla Connor proceeded to go into business with you?
Yes.
And subsequently became your fiancée?
Yes.
Did she believe Maria Connor's accusations?
No, Carla told me that she didn't believe her.
I didn't say
If we
that.
could now turn to the night Carla Connor alleges you raped her. Could you tell us, in your own words, what happened?
It was the night before our wedding. And we'd had a lovely day. The girls at the factory had thrown a party for us, and I'd sent them home early as a thank you. Carla and I stayed at the factory till about 6. She went home, and I went to the dry cleaners to get my wedding suit. We went back to the flat. We talked about our honeymoon, how much we were looking forward to it. Cuddled up on the sofa, you know, and then we made love.
You had sex?
Yes.
Explain to the court, please, your belief as to whether Carla Connor was consenting to that sex.
Absolutely. Yes. In fact, Carla initiated it.
What happened next?
After we'd made love, Carla said she was hungry. Told me to go and get a curry, a bottle of wine. So, I did.
So she initiated sex, then sent you out of the flat?
Yes.
What did you do when you returned to find the police there and discovered she was accusing you of rape?
Didn't know what to do. I couldn't believe it. I asked her why, but she wouldn't tell me.
Did you have any idea that Carla Connor had that very day been seeking legal advice about dissolving your business partnership?
No.
Or that she'd discovered she could not do so without your consent?
No.
Or that she could have been having an affair with Peter Barlow behind your back?
No. No, we were getting married. Thought we were in love.
Thank you, Mr. Foster.
You paint the night in question as a blissful one. With with you, the innocent husband-to-be, having consensual sex with your fiancée, and then nipping out for a curry?
That's right.
There were no arguments, no disagreements between you and Carla Connor?
No.
No, and you didn't leave the factory before 6 p.m.?
No.
How then do you explain the fact that someone saw you speeding away from the factory in a rage about 4 p.m.?
I wasn't.
And that a concerned Mr. Barlow went into the factory, found Carla Connor, who explained that she just called off the wedding?
It's not true. Peter Barlow is lying.
Oh, you know, like he was lying about the confession. You know, that night you told him that you gave Carla Connor what she deserved.
Yes.
Why would Peter Barlow lie?
Because he's sleeping with Carla.
Mr. Barlow denies having an affair whilst you were engaged.
He would, wouldn't he?
Oh, you thought they were having an affair behind your back?
Yes.
Yes, and that she wanted to be with him and not you.
Obviously.
Strong motivation to call off the wedding, though, don't you think? Well, isn't it?
Yes, but... Yes, but she didn't.
No, according to you, this woman who was involved with and clearly wanted to be with someone else snuggled up and initiated sex with you instead.
Yes.
Evidence shows bruises to the wrists and neck consistent with the use of extreme force. How do you explain this?
Carla and I had a very passionate sex life.
A strength of passion that's hardly compatible with the cozy lovemaking scenario you've just described.
Not at all.
It was rage, not passion, that motivated you that night.
No.
Carla told you she did not love you and did not want to marry you, and you left the factory in a rage.
No.
And that rage festered as you waited back at her flat, and when she returned, you exacted your revenge by raping her.
No!
Didn't you?
No. Oh, I loved her. I loved her, and I would never, ever hurt her.
There is no doubt that on the evening of the 19th of September 2011, Carla Connor had sexual intercourse with Frank Foster. The questions for you to resolve are whether you are sure that, one, she did not consent to that act, and two, Mr. Foster did not reasonably believe she consented to that act. Now, the prosecution's case hinges on the evidence of Carla Connor and Mr. Peter Barlow. The defendant claims Mr. Barlow has fabricated his evidence because he is the sexual partner of Mrs. Connor. You must decide whether you believe their evidence or not. You should consider only the evidence given and ignore the outburst in court yesterday. Cases such as these stir emotions on both sides, and supporters are often deeply affected by what they see and hear. But it is only your assessment of the sworn evidence in this case that should determine your verdict.
Give me some of that.
You don't smoke.
Oh, Carla, it'll be all right.
You saw his performance in there.
Yeah, and performance is the word. Right down to his crocodile tears. No one will believe him.
No chance.
Nervous, Carla? You should be.
Look, Mum, just leave it, will you?
Oh, you've nothing to worry about, my darling. I was watching their faces in court. They believed every word you said.
And Carla did the rest.
Do you know what, Sally? I feel sorry for you. You can't even see I was using you.
Oh, give it a rest. You're as pathetic as she is.
If you'd like to come back in, please.
Already?
I was quick.
That's a good sign, that.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Enjoy your last moments of freedom, Frank.
Would the foreman of the jury please stand? Has the jury reached a verdict upon which they are all agreed?
We have.